Hello everybody, my name is ShortlineK19, and welcome back to another stream. Today we're going to be playing Kerbal Space Program. You did not see anything, the stream did not end before it started. So, hello Crimson, hello James Duke Dog, welcome in. Um, hello, yes. I've had a week and I'm a bit emotionally spent. So today we're just going to be playing Kerbal Space Program. Oh yes, we witnessed it. Sure. So I haven't actually played Kerbal Space Program since the last time I streamed KSP. I've played a bunch of Railroader, both on and off stream, but I haven't played KSP, and I don't know how long we're gonna go for tonight. I kind of just want to get this vehicle working, maybe do like a test flight, and then that's it. Um, oh yeah, we also have a Joule transfer window coming up in 33 days. Do we want to send something out to that? I think we agreed that yes, we would. Um, but we're having a bit of an issue, which is that we put together our Aurora uh, logistics spacecraft, right? I believe this is it right here. Um, the problem being, this likes to flip out, and yeah, it likes to flip out upon launching, and I can't for the life of me figure out why. I did a couple of test launches to determine, whether or not it would keep flipping out, and it kept flipping out. And now I want to see why that's the case. So I think what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna do a quick little test launch real quick, and then we're gonna figure out why. Do we need to make changes to the launch vehicle? Um, what exactly do we need to make changes to this in order to work? Because my other launch vehicles work fine. Um, it's just this specific version, I guess, which is you know, for whatever reason, flipping out. So, what is it like? Function. What is the aerodynamic mode in KSP? Hold up. KSP aerodynamic overlay. Activation. Press F12. Well, F12 is also screenshot, so I don't think do I even have that enabled? Oh well. Well, we'll just figure it out. Okay. So we're going to do a test launch real quick, and we're just going to see why this flips out. So we're just going to go ahead and fly it like normal. Clear tower. Well, there's no tower, so there's no tower to clear. Roll program. And then we start our pitch program. Now, I do believe when it comes to the gimbaling, do these? Yeah, the gimbal limit on those are all 100. So I'm not flying this how I should. Yeah, and there we go. It flips out. It always seems to do that for whatever reason. I don't know why on this particular vehicle. So we have to figure out why, and we have to make changes to the vehicle in order to prevent that from happening. So I guess... hold up. Well, I just want to see. Are all of these, like, the same? Hold up, why is there two? Hold up. Let me go ahead and bring that down. Okay. So we obviously need to switch to the spaceplane hangar version of this. I guess another thing in which we can do is, because I haven't actually flown some of these rockets in a while, I'm curious to see if the 31-ton, it's just the freight version of this, the cargo variant of this, where it's just the payload fairing, does this have the same issue? Because if it does, that means we might need to do a bit of redesigning on all the launch vehicles, which is going to be a bit of a pain. But if it's not, then we're going to have to make special modifications just for the crew launch vehicle. So, a lot of launches today, obviously. A lot of test flying today. All right, roll program. Rolls in, go for pitch. Throttle back for max Q. Yes, we're locking in today. Up clouds suddenly disappear. All right, we can throttle back up. Through max Q. Yeah, this version of the vehicle is going fine. Huh, okay. Yeah, like, obviously at this point, this is, you know, we're high up enough where we're probably not going to flip out. We also probably did go on a bit of a shallow trajectory, but, yeah, the aerodynamic heating, that should not be happening, but, oh well. On the way up, at least. This is a gosh-awful ascent, oh my gosh. Alright. Booster engine cutout. There we go. I don't know why it imparts rotational force that way, but oh well. Yeah, okay, just... Okay, that works. But the crew launch vehicle flips out. I think it might have something to do with the height of the vehicle and like the exact aerodynamics of it. Let's go ahead, switch to SPH. Where is the Odysseus 1C with the Aurora Logistics spacecraft? Here it is. Yeah, it's much different aerodynamics. The aerodynamics of it are a bit different. So I guess what we're gonna have to do is my first thought is to basically just add wings to it and increase the gimbal by basically just adding vernier engines. Because free gimbal, free gimbal, free gimbal. All the gimbal in that is you know, 100%. So my initial idea, my idea is I'd want to make as few changes to the vehicle as I possibly could. Um, so what I'm gonna do is, let's see. We're gonna start by adding these wings. And hopefully, I don't think the wings by themselves will be enough, obviously, but just to give it some degree of aerodynamic stability. And then, yeah, and obviously the wings can't be, that far up on the vehicle, so probably should shift them down. Probably put them on there as well. So yeah, the little winglets just to kind of keep things aerodynamically stable. I guess while we're doing this, I can ask my usual questions, which was, how is everyone's day? My day, I don't think I've seen a single other human being today. I have just been alone. My roommates they're both gone. They both, I guess, went various places. I have not gone outside my house. I think I stepped outside my house exactly once because it was like 75 degrees and I wanted to feel like 75 degrees. I did that. What else did I... Well, other than that, I mostly just did schoolwork, and then I cooked myself dinner. I cooked goulash, and I... just kind of was on my computer all day. So yeah, not the most yeah, it's been it's a weird day to cap off a weird week. So we're just gonna call this the Odysseus 1C 1CA. Sure. We love inconsistent naming. Actually, no. Yeah, the 1CA, because it's a different variant of the 1C. Or 1.1C. Sure, we'll call it the 1.1C. We'll see if this version actually functions as intended. Yeah, it's... So, I guess for recap, I was sick for most of the week. Which, I don't know. This semester's already been a bit hard, and I was sick for most of the week. And then, what ended up happening was I still had to take an accounting exam, which I needed to... I'm grabbing my water bottle, by the way. I had to study a lot for, on top of my normal assignments, and, like, a draft of a big paper, and all of that, I was just, physically and emotionally shot by the time Friday afternoon rolled around. Even today. So, eventually, yeah, I just, screw it, I'm just not gonna do anything today. And, yeah, I basically haven't done anything today. Okay, I don't want to accidentally risk killing a Kerbal, so... So we're gonna empty out the crew. Oh, hello, KSP? KSP? Okay, there we go. Alright. we're just gonna see if adding a couple of winglets does anything. So 3, 2, 1. We have no launch clamps, but that's okay. Okay, we're off the pad. Roll program. Okay, here we go. Throttle down for max Q. I'm in intense focus mode, if you cannot tell. Through 7 kilometers. Hey man, hey Fig Pudding, welcome in. We're trying to figure out why my crew launch vehicle keeps flipping the fuck out. So... I don't know why the clouds disappear at that height either. Okay, it appears that we've made it through. We'll go throttle back up. Up. Nope. Never mind. Okay. Okay. We did actually get farther that time. Because previously we were flipping out at like 5 kilometers, and now we flipped out at like 14. So... that's actually good to know. Alright, so let's go ahead and head back to the VAB. We're making progress. My hope is to you know, get to the point where we can actually do a proper crew launch, and then actually start doing like test flights with this thing. Where is the Odysseus-1C 1.1? 1.1C. Which I guess is this particular variant of the vehicle. The only thing that I could still do is like add vernier engines, maybe. I don't know, do we want to do that? Super Dracos. High thrust for lousy efficiency, perfect for landing capsules and providing in-flight abort. So that's a... What's the difference between... Oh, that's like RCS, and then this is just normal. Okay. Okay. So I'm actually going to... Do you want to keep them in line on the booster? We can keep them. We can keep them like that. Hold up. These run off of, Okay, yeah. It is a Carolox, or stage, so... and now... There we go. Then I guess we can also put them on the on the center core. Like Falcon Heavy, I don't know. Speaking of launches, Escapade with New Glenn is tomorrow. So that's going to be interesting. Yeah, so that's tomorrow. We got the third most powerful operational launch vehicle launching a couple of CubeSats to Mars. What time is that tomorrow? Let me actually look. Hold up. Next space flight. There's a Starlink launch at 3 a.m. I'm not staying up for that. 2:45 p.m. Yes. That'll be exciting to see. Okay. So this does give us a bit of a Delta V hit, but that's fine. So let's go ahead and let's see if this works now. And if it does, hopefully we can actually... I want to do a... Well, I want to build a jewel probe. I know I keep saying, oh yeah, I'm going to build a jewel probe. Because, you know, we have that transfer window in 33 days, so if that's our next launch. We can build a jewel probe, and then we can actually do, like, official test flights of this thing. So... Or we can just skip out on the dual transfer window for now and just do oh, what's it called? Just a test flight of this. Oh, we have Kerbals? Okay. Hold up. I don't like keeping Kerbals in the test flight, because, I don't know what happens if I kill them. Not that I have, like, permadeath. I think wait, no, I do have permadeath on, but I also have revert on, so... I guess if I kill them somehow, I could just revert, but... eh. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's see if this works now. Alright. 4, 3, 2, 1... With the extra thrust, we can probably throttle back. Roll program. Roger, roll. Oh. Throttle back for max Q. Okay, maybe not throttle back that much for max Q, because I think part of the reason why is we were, not like stalling out, obviously, but grav losses are, you know, is a bit of an issue. Okay, I don't know why the clouds are like that, but... okay. Nope, nope, nope. Bit of a shallow trajectory again. Hey Norvern, welcome in. Yeah, that's a 38 kilometers. That's a shallow trajectory. Yeah, okay. Okay, but we are coming up on side core jettison. Side core jettison. There they go. Launch escape system jettison. Okay, throttle back. Yeah, okay, I wasn't really paying attention to my, my apoapsis there. It's way too high, which is why we're doing this. Okay. Okay, so that did appear to work, and we do actually have enough to get into orbit. So what I'm actually going to do is just undock that, just to see. Yeah, there we go. And then... shut down engine. Okay, so I think we might have solved our problem. We have a lot of fuel left over, on the center core. So I think what I'm going to do is, I think I might actually thrust limit this. Or not thrust limit, but have like a, do like a partial fueling on the core, so I'm not like... Oh yes, I forget. Oh yes, I'm gonna shut those down too. And those are the thrusters that are meant to deorbit the core, so... Actually, wait, hold up. If I just... why is that causing me to turn around? Oh well. Okay, so it appears that we might actually be okay. I want to do a couple more test flights just to see if this thing keeps flipping out. Let me go ahead and switch back to this. I guess I can also just delete the original version of this vehicle now. I don't like to cloud up my my craft files. Okay, so let's see. Hide all. Hi, is this stream real or is my schizophrenia acting up again? No, it's real. It's real. Okay, yeah, so for context, I went to go start the stream, and I accidentally started on the ending soon screen, and I'm like, oh shit. So instead of just switching to it to like starting soon and being like, oops, my bad, I decided to end the stream and then start the stream again with the starting soon screen. So I think Crimson and James were there for that. Uh, let's see. Okay, so if we're doing a partial fuel on this, let's try it with the partial fuel, and then we'll see how that is, and then we'll dial it in from there. A lot of tonight is just going to be just us flying this repeatedly, just to make sure that it's acting in the way that I want it to act. Because this is going to be our main crew vehicle for quite a while. Because I do want to start building like space stations and whatnot eventually, but ooh. But yeah, we'll probably get this dialed in, and then we'll build like a Joule probe. We'll do like a I don't know, like a simple Joule orbiter or something. So okay, here we go. Sorry if I'm not very talkative right now. I'm trying to lock in. Okay. Oh. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's try that again. Hmm. Yeah, that didn't work too well. Uh, I think it's like a delicate balancing act between like thrust and okay. Okay. Actually, wait, hold up. I have an idea. We get mech jeb up. Actually, we'll try it without MechJeb, and then we'll see if MechJeb can potentially solve some of our issues. What the fuck? Why is this? I don't want to have to use MechJeb in order to launch this. This is kind of annoying. You know, we'll see what MechJeb does. It's only with this. I think there might be something wrong with the design of this vehicle. Let's see. Ascent status. Let's see. Docking autopilot, no. Ascent guidance? Sure, let's just see what MechJeb does, right? I'm curious to see what it does. Okay. Not much biting commentary from me today, but okay. Oh, let's see. Okay, so it's taking a much steeper trajectory than I'm doing. So I think that might be part of it. There's a landing site over there? I didn't even know. Yeah, and then, yeah, there we go. Oh, that's not... that's not what it's supposed to do. Alright, well... MechJeb doesn't understand my staging, but, because admittedly it is kind of funky, so, I guess what we'll do is we'll, where have I been? No. I guess we'll just try a trajectory along that sort of thing as well. We'll see. So bit of a steeper, less shallow trajectory. I will bring this up because that is actually kind of useful to kill the rotation, but all right. I don't That's where I'm most comfortable when launching a rocket. Okay. Okay. 26 kilometers. Okay. Now is where we can begin to flatten out. Right. There we go, booster jettison. Okay, kill rotation. Alright, this is actually working out pretty well. Oh, maybe I should keep my SAS on so I keep myself stable. Yeah, there we go. I always try and target at least a 100 by 100 kilometer orbit, so... Okay, this ascent's actually going pretty well. I want to see if I can do it at least 2 more times or so. Okay, 100 kilometers, nice. Now it's just a matter of warping up to that. Okay, I think we might have ourselves something here. Let me just go ahead and relight our engines to get ourselves into, something approaching a respectable circular orbit. Yeah, okay. So there we go. That actually worked out decently well. Now, before I do anything, I'm gonna go ahead and uh, shut those down. And we're just gonna go ahead and I don't know why this wants to flip over, but okay, that's something that we're gonna have to fix. We're probably gonna have to add some Vertier RCS engines on that. Okay, but that actually worked. Let's go ahead. Let's just go ahead and try that again. um, uh, we'll go ahead and we'll try an ascent like that again. And then we will, I guess I'll try it 2 more times just to see. I don't think engage autopilot, hold up, orbit. I much prefer the, yeah, smart ASS kill rotation, so. Alright, let's try that 1 more time. Or 2 more times at least. Yeah, good. Orbit up. Begin our gravity turn. Yeah, keep it like that for now. Nope. Okay. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit kill rotation as soon as we jettison the side boosters. So, yeah. Hey, there we go. There we go. SAS back on. Now it's just a matter of there we go. Yeah, I think a lot of it was just we were going on a shallow trajectory, and we were also doing a lot of throttling back and throttling up. I think if I just keep the throttle, like, back a little bit, like maybe back at around half or 2/3 most of the way through, I think I'll be good. All right. And then we also need to put vernier engines on the center core, so that it, you know, when we actually go to deorbit the center core, it doesn't flip out for whatever reason, which I don't know why that is happening, but oh, this ascent is like. This is like a perfect ascent. Oh my gosh. 100 by 75. That's that's pretty good. Oh my gosh. Rocket. Welcome back, Norvern. I'm getting it to work. It's slowly working. How are you? I was watching a Silver stream earlier today, and then I went to go take a nap and then make myself dinner, and she stopped streaming. She's like, oh no, that makes me sad. Okay. So, I think we've almost got this dialed in. I want to, we'll do one more, maybe two more test flights. I'm good, I'm just doing my nails. Nice, nice. I've spent most of the day either doing a little bit of schoolwork or just lying down because I have had a bit of a week. Heavy bipropellant RCS block. I just need like simple vernier engines. Shortline stream and Pizza Hut is perfect. I keep getting ads for Pizza Hut for whatever reason. I don't know why. I've never been to a Pizza Hut in my life. Although so long, I will keep you company. Nice, nice. Hoping for them to dry as soon as I can go to bed. Okay, cool, cool. I don't know. I've never done anything like that before, so I can't really say, like, I can relate. Yeah, today... Well, today I actually cooked for myself, which is a rarity. I made chop suey, which is a very American thing, but it's basically like knockoff goulash, where basically you take like ground beef and like onions and tomato sauce or marinara or whatever, and you toss it into a pot. I also put Worcestershire sauce and salt and pepper, and I basically put that in a pan, and then I combine it with some like egg noodles. And I'm not a good cook in the slightest. I am actually quite a piss poor cook. Why are these vernier engines floating? No, why are these vernier engines floating? What the heck? However, I can confidently say that this is the first meal that I have made where I actually made by myself, where I taste it and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so good. So that's actually quite nice. I'm a bit proud of myself. Ooh, TG is in a voice call. I might have to join after the stream. Hold up. Okay, there we go. And I made a lot. Like, I made... I think I used an entire pound of egg noodles. It was kind of insane. Um... let's see. I need... It was kind of crazy. So I have my meal for tomorrow, I guess, and maybe even Monday. So that's nice. Uh, but yeah, I've had a week. I think I've said this before, but I was sick for most of the week, and being a college student, of course, that means that tough luck. You still have to do all your shit. So, um, I still had to get a paper done or a draft for do research for a draft for a public speaking assignment for a speech that I have to give in about 2 weeks' time, on the 17th specifically. And then I had to study for my accounting exam, which accounting is a very, very hard class. So I spent most of the week studying for that on top of a couple of other, usual assignments. Uh, and I was just mentally shot. I am emotionally spent because this has been a very hard week of a very hard semester. So okay, well, I guess I can put the vernier, because, I don't know, if we ever want to use the Odysseus 1C again, for whatever miscellaneous payloads, I have the vernier engines on it now, so it doesn't, like, when I go to deorbit the core, it doesn't, like, flip out for whatever reason. With Aurora Logistics Spacecraft, let's delete that. Let's delete that. Load. Well, this is not the updated version. I need to go and get the updated version from the spaceplane hangar. Yeah, the 1.1C. So we've already deviated from our naming convention. That's a very SpaceX move of us, where we establish a naming convention and then we just don't stick to it, like 2 versions later. 1.0, 1.1, full thrust, block 5. You know the deal. Okay. So, I think, we're gonna try again. We're gonna do some we're gonna try another launch. We're gonna switch to the editor. By the way, Norvern, if Pouch does end up making that that little, like, dance gif of me, please tell him that I will make it my like an alerter. I'll put that on the alerter as the image that pops up, because it'd be funny. So, I don't know, extra incentive or something like that. Okay. We're gonna try another launch real quick. I will let him know. Okay, nice. I am tired. Got another busy week next week, and then another busy week after that, and then I am on Thanksgiving break. Which, I mean, I still have work over Thanksgiving break, but at least I'll be home with my dogs and my mom and my dad and my sister and my aunt and uncle, who also just got a new dog. Alright, I need to set up my alerts as well. Go do that. Alright, let's go ahead and do another test flight of this stupid thing. I don't know, I have a thought process that later on down the road I'm gonna replace, like, these, the Odysseus rockets with some sort of, like, reusable thing, and we'll just end up sticking this on top of, like, a reusable rocket, but oh well. That's not today. I mean, technically this is reusable. Like, it's supposed to splash down the ocean because, you know, it has parachutes and whatnot, but, uh, like a flyback booster, like Falcon 9, where, you know, it comes back down and lands. Or New Glenn, which is launching tomorrow with Escapade. But, that's enough yapping. Anyways, less yapping, more launching. Yeah, let's just keep it at throttle at that. And I also want to see if I can do the roll up. You know, the kill rotation, which is very, very useful. Okay, maybe I'm pitching over too much already, but oh well. Just keep it steady. Just hold. Kill roll. Alright, 9 kilometers up. Roll. Kill roll just locks you into whatever position you're currently in, so that's actually really useful for something which, something like this where, you know, for whatever reason it wants to flip out. Okay, we're at 21 kilometers now. We can probably go ahead and actually pitch over a bit more. Yeah. Stability assist. Alright. Time to throttle back. Or side booster cutout. There we go. All right, throttle back up. And now it's just a matter of, well, we have the altitude. Now it's just a matter of launch escape system jettison. There we go. Now it's just a matter of gaining the, we have the altitude. Now it's the matter of gaining the horizontal velocity, so. Which we should pretty handily, so. You know what? Today was a good day, I will say. I mean, I did a little bit of work, but I mostly just rested, which was nice. Tomorrow I will mostly just rest too, but I also got to prepare for an internship interview that's on Tuesday. So I don't know. I'm just tired. I just want it to be break. I am already starting planning my my various trips over Thanksgiving. I mean, I'm obviously going home to my parents, but other than that, I'm not like planning on taking any like grand escapades Um, at most, I might go into downtown Atlanta and film the streetcar, do a little MARTA adventure. Probably I'll get Lily involved on that. But uh, over winter break, though, I am going to Washington, D.C., back to my home city, to see my friends and like screw around there and film some videos. And then my family's going to Florida for Christmas, and then I'll be back in Florida at the beginning of January for the DeLand train show. So, okay, so I think uh we got this dialed in pretty well. Let me go ahead and I want to test out the core. Um, the issues with the core stage. Hey MechJeb, can you leave? There we go. There we go. And then 2, turn on the lights. There we go. And then there's this. There we go. And we shut down the engine here. Yeah, shut down engine. Shut down engine. Shut down engine. There we go. I don't know why it's spinning, but you know what? It did enough. Oh yeah, and here's the Aurora on orbit. So wait a second. Oh, I think I might just found an issue with our spacecraft. uh Is that the TF2 air blast sound effect? I don't think it is. Um uh it drains the fuel from the Aurora, so we don't actually have much on orbit. Okay. That's that's an issue. Well, that's an easy issue to fix. I just need to like basically just disable the crossfeed between the between the docking ports. But yay, I think we actually set out to accomplish our goal today. We actually did this. Uh, and of course, because the VAB camera controls freaking suck, for lack of a better word. Uh, Disable crossfeed, yeah. The VAB camera controls suck. They just do. Disable crossfeed. Disable crossfeed. Okay, there we go. And just to be safe, I'm going to lock those down because, you know. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna switch editors. We're also gonna do that in the SPH version of the craft file as well. Odysseus, I don't know why there's always 2. Here we go. Because one's the autosave, which I don't use autosave, so yeah, there we go. Just the SPH camera controls are just so much better. There's probably a mod or something that oh gosh, let me go ahead and reload that. There's probably a mod or something that makes it so that the VAB has the same camera controls as the SPH, but probably should find that mod. There we go. And then, yeah, disable crossfeed, disable crossfeed. Okay, so, I think we're good on this now. The only thing that I'm gonna do is I'm actually just gonna bring this craft file over. This is the final version of the craft file for now. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna bring this over to the VAB for its final edition, final section, final segment. Um. Uh. And then I'm actually also going to load up the original version because I just want to make sure what side are the launch clamps on. Okay, they're on this side. They're on the side that faces the flag. Ugh. But yeah, well, I guess tomorrow I'll do my my internship preparation, and then I'll probably I'll do my usual Sunday stuff, like cleaning up a bit and like going to church in the evening or whatnot. But we'll see. Maybe screw around with my new bike. I don't know, because I only have a summer job. Like, I only have jobs during the summer, right? And because I only have summer jobs, I have to save as much as I possibly can during the summer and make it last all year on top of, birthday and Christmas money and, whatever stuff my parents give me. And I'm pleased to say that I'm only down about $1,000 since the beginning of the semester on top of like $6,000 worth of savings. So I'm considering I'm taking 2 trips. Luckily for the DC trip, my mom's paying the airfare. For the Florida trip, though, I have to pay for, well, they'll probably pay for the gas too, but like, and I'm staying at friends. So it really comes down to like food and like transit when I'm there. In the places where I'm going where I will actually require transit, which is mostly just DC. I'm not going to need the transit for Florida because I will have my own vehicle. Trevor, the 2017 Toyota Tacoma. Although we will be riding Sunrail when we're there, so I will actually have to pay a little bit for transit, but that's fine. But it's just a matter of all the big costs, luckily, are already paid. I've already paid or are being paid for me. But I still want to stretch that money as much as I can. So it's like, trying to avoid unnecessary driving. Like I'm not eating any food out. I'm just eating stuff with my dining hall. I'm not buying anything else. Like any more models and whatnot if the opportunity arises, because one of the reasons behind these trips is literally a model train show. So okay, so I think we're good. The Odysseus 1.1c, we are ready. Okay. So I'm not going to launch that again because I know it works. However, we got something a little bit special. We got this Joule transfer window coming up in 33 days, 5 hours, 57 minutes. Now, one of the things I do want to do in this save, let's see, where's the tracking station, right? Is I do want to send probes out to all of these locations. Obviously, we're not sending a crew vehicle out there because that'd be stupid. And it kind of goes against how I'm playing the game, where I'm sort of building it up in a very close, like sort of methodical manner, I guess you could say. So let's see. However, we have the launch vehicles to send some probes out here. So here's Joule. What kind of... I guess the main question is, what kind of mission do we actually want to send out? We know it's going to be an a probe. But what kind of probe? Is it going to be an orbit? Is it going to be a flyby probe? Is it going to be an orbiter? Is it going to be... obviously, you can't land on Joule, but are we going to try and land at some other locations? I think for now, the... just because it's still relatively early. I think the play is to send out a... I think the play is to send out just an orbiter. An orbiter that can, you know, maybe like fly by all of these places, kind of like Europa Clipper or well, Cassini-Huygens was Saturn, so yeah, or Galileo, the Galileo probe. So something a bit like that. But first of all, let's go ahead and load up. Let's just go ahead and load up a rocket, right? Just to see. How much... Go into the SPH, which I feel like I spend the majority of my time in KSP and the SPH, but, you know, that's fine. Let's go ahead and load up the Odysseus 1B. This is our biggest launch vehicle at the moment. So now I believe this is rated for 31 tons to GO, or to GTO or KTO or whatever. So that should be enough to lob something out to Joule. Let's go ahead and check. Let's load up the ever trusty, my beloved, the ever trusty Kerbal Space Program Delta V map. Or as the wiki calls it, the cheat sheet. Okay, so 3,400 meters per second to get into low Kerbin orbit, 930 to get to fly by the Mun, to get yourself on the TLI. 270, okay, let me also just get up a calculator real quick. Okay, so let's just say from... plus 930, plus 930... plus 980, plus 160, and then let's budget 1,000 in. Let's just say for the sake of it, we need like 4,000 meters a second. That should be okay. So let's go ahead and... How big do we want this? Do we want it to be a single probe? Do we want it to be multiple? Probably just the single. I don't know, which one do we want? That's a rover body right there. Looks like a transit map. It does. Do we want this to be a, do we want this to be like an ion probe? Hold up. Hold up. I've never... I haven't actually done much in terms of, uh, like, ion engines before. Xenon, yeah, like, you know, because ion engines are, like, stupidly efficient, but they are stupidly low thrust. Cryogenic, solid, nuclear, monoprop. I guess we have to pay attention to the weight on this. Not even a single ton. Okay. Uh,
Endeavor Houston, negative return.
Endeavor copies, negative return.
Copy, negative return. Hello, little warriors. Welcome in. Party of 4. What were you playing? Thank you for the raid. We're just playing Kerbal Space Program right here. Vacuum. 2,000 meters a second. Yeah, I think we should be okay. Problem is, ion engines take a ridiculous amount of solar power, and I also have to deal with system heat, so we are actually going to have to use radiators. War Thunder, nice, nice. I used to play. Oh, I'm just clicking things at this point. I used to play War Thunder back in the day. Not so much anymore. I don't think I've played War Thunder in a good couple of years now at this point, but hope you had fun. Okay, what we need is a solar panel. We need solar panels. We also need radiators, but that'll come in a bit. Let's see. Where is the... Yeah, okay. A battery would also be nice. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Communication, solar. Huh. The ore solar rays. How much? Full charge in 23 seconds. Okay, I don't think we need solar panels that are that big. Actually, hold up. Let's go ahead and check Joule. Last bit of it was pain, but for the most part it was pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, I've been sort of experiencing something similar myself, where I've been trying to get my my crew spacecraft. I've been trying to put it on my rocket, and it kept flipping out. So after a bit of trial and error, I finally figured out how to make it not flip out. But it was a bit of a slight pain. Now I'm just like, that's just a Starship solar panel. What the heck? Now I'm just the classic Gigantor. Now I'm just trying to figure out. We have a Joule transfer window coming up, and I want to send a probe out to it. So I'm just trying to figure out like how exactly would we go about doing that. So, and then after that, I'll probably like end up going to bed. Let's see. Do we have like probe buses? Truss adapters. Let's see. I'm just trying to make this look nice. Hey, thank you, James. Hold up. I gotta, I gotta orient myself in the proper way. So, there we go. Because it doesn't, like, it doesn't follow, me around. I just need to, like, physically take off my hat and, and get in the proper direction. Align yourself. Yeah, basically. Hold up. It's kind of hard to do when you have to pay attention to both when you're trying to build something and, you know. Hold up. There we go. I probably should, like, figure out how to make it align, but I'm a bit too late. I'm too lazy to do that right now. I don't know if I'm too lazy. I just don't, you know. There's this little thing called time, and also laziness. I don't know, mix of both or whatever. I don't know why I decided to put that there. It didn't even do anything. Oh, there's that. Oh, there we go. Oh, no, I'm not smelly. Let's see. Stinky. I blame Julian for that. Takumi, my modeler. He's like, you know what I'm gonna add? I'm gonna add you being smelly. And I'm like, no. But what if I don't want to be smelly? What if I want to be real? I have no idea what I'm doing here. I'm just trying to make this look nice. Okay. Okay, what we're gonna do, dual probe prototype. We're just gonna cheat this out to Joule. Yeah, we're just gonna cheat this out to Joule, and then we're gonna see, like, because I've never done a probe like this before, so cheats, set orbit. Yeah, just set around Joule. Setting it to minimum safe value for orbit. Oh yeah, I forget that I need, like, an antenna. Because otherwise this is just floating in space. Okay. I forgot that little key detail right there. Uh, I need to actually be able to communicate with this thing. So, relay. Let's see. Maybe we should keep it. We'll see if that's good enough. Um, let's see. I want to see if we can actually keep this going, because the ion engines take up a lot of solar power. Yeah, set it safe distance. Um, uh, Obviously we currently have no way to communicate back to Kerbin. No probe control. Is it just not far? Is it just too far away? Yeah, I think it's just too far away. Wait, if I don't know, let's just set orbit around Lathe for a second just to see. Uh Yeah, I think it might be we might be a bit too far away to communicate. I also think this might be a bit big for a dual probe, but here, let's make ourselves a smaller version. It's our first probe out to Joule. We don't need anything big and fancy. We don't need 10,000 meters a second, which is just you can go everywhere with that. Nuclear fuel, harvesting, lithium, argon. Ah, yes, the classic. Battery. Ion engine. Where's an ion engine? Ion engines are actually a relatively old feature. They were added in 0.18, which was also the update that added docking. So they're to say ion engines are an old feature of Kerbal Space Program is very much true. So okay. I guess we could just add like an RTG. Yeah, add something like that. Obviously that what's the well, okay. Huh. Okay, what's a For more reliable communication at longer range. What's the... I mean, that's the one we were previously using, so... $61, $61, $24, $24. Those are phased array antennas. Let's see, 61. Helical antenna. Extend. That looks so goofy. Actually, let's get our solar panels back real quick. Because I am curious. Where are the gigantors? Communication, science, electrical, thermal. Electrical, here we go. There we go. Here, gigantors. This is gonna look so stupid. Albeit it actually won't be the most inaccurate thing in the world, which is gonna be really funny. But I don't know, it almost looks like it almost looked like a solar sail. Yeah, 7,000 meters a second of delta V. The great part about it is because it's one of these, I don't have to worry about thrust because ion engines already have extremely low thrust to begin with, so... let's see. Nope. Like, I just want to see real quick. TWR. Yeah, TWR of 11. That's fine. It almost looks like a miniaturized version of one of the space station truss modules. Okay, I need a high gain micro antenna. Or an aerial, yeah. Sure. 194, 200. Okay. And do we have like a micro relay? Relay antenna feed. A micro relay too, yeah. I mean, we might as well, considering, like, when are we going to send another thing out to Joule exactly? Probably not for a little while. So, let's go ahead. Uh, what strut is that added to? Okay. Okay. Do 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 do. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Auto strut, rigid attachment. We'll add the gold foil just to, you know, extend antenna. Huh. Why is it? Oh well. No, it can't be down like that. Come on. Come on. Let's see. You know what? I'm actually really glad that I streamed today. I feel like I needed this. Okay, so we got our antennas on there. We do have I need radiators. um yeah, I need thermal. High temperature heat radiator. I mean, that would be useful, but that's like really high. Micro channel. What the heck? I'm not gonna need a radiator that big. I just need like a really small radiator. uh like pull up. Probe core. Ah, no. Ah, gosh. I wish there was a way that you could... Okay, wait. Hold up, we're gonna have to rebuild that. Why did I do that? I'm getting tired. I'm just clicking random buttons. Okay, wait. We can rebuild that. Hold up. Where is our... We need a... We need a battery. Heck, let's see. We need xenon fuel. Nope, keep that. And then we need one of those. And then... and now... We just do that, yeah. And then... let's see. Do 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 do. Dude. Let's see. Okay. And then, where is the... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, 5,000 meters a second should be enough. To basically go by every... It's probably enough to go by every, moon and then, like, come back to Kerbin. um... let's see. We're building probes and stuff. Okay. Most riveting stream gameplay imaginable, I know. Okay, there we go. And I just need a radiator. Just thermal.
Endeavor Houston, negative return.
Endeavor copies, negative return.
Copy, negative return. Hello, Kara. Welcome in. This is the second raid for tonight. I probably should, like, shout out people. I completely forgot. Oh, wait, hold up. There we go. I realized that I was still doing display capture. What is it? Shout out... we'll shout out Kara, who is another VTuber friend of mine, who does a talk show with, like, other people. So we'll shout you out. And then also, can you shout out two people at once? I guess I forgot to shout you out, Little Warriors, because you also rated. So, oh, I have to wait. I have to wait before giving another shout out. Okay, I did not know that was a thing. I'll just queue it up, before shout out. But yes, hello everybody, welcome in. I don't know how many people would be interested in KSP gameplay, but we're just building things in Kerbal Space Program as I tend to do. No launches tonight. Well, I already did a bunch of launches, testing out something, but I'm actually gonna probably finish up the stream soon and probably end up raiding Rain, who is also currently streaming. So. But Kara, how did things go? Meet anyone interesting today? I hope so. Let's see, is that enough to satisfy system heat? I don't know, I've never played with this mod before, so I have no idea. Paul, it's around Jewel. I have no idea if it's gonna be enough. Oh, I think if it's like that, I think it means it will actually overheat. Hold up. Yeah, okay, that's not gonna be enough. If I just keep it like that by itself, will that be enough to cool it down? I don't know how system heat works. I know it's like static radiators, high temperature heat radiator. Okay, okay, I think I got it. It appears that, that'll be okay. Then, of course, we actually have to test this. We're gonna obviously cheat it out to Joule to, like, simulate, do a brief simulation of, you know, this thing actually being out there. I also needed an antenna, obviously, because that was an issue that we were having before. Track solar panel or track radiator. Let's see. Oh yeah, I also should probably save it this time. So, Joule probe prototype. Okay. Ah. Up. Let's see. Where were our antennas? Electrical, communications. I needed a micro antenna. Which one? This was the micro antenna. Hold up. I'm gonna do something real quick. Just shrink that down. And then where did I put the micro antenna? There it is. We're gonna put it on a little bit of a pole. So, insert jokes here. Let's see. Gosh, I'm tired. We will go to bed soon. Or maybe not. Or maybe I'll get into a voice call with some other people and I'll end up staying up until like 2 a.m. Here we go. And then we also need... what else do we need? We need a micro relay because, you know, we're going out stupidly far. So, I love how it just tilts. We are going out rather far, so we are actually going to need a relay. Well, we don't strictly need a relay, but it's going to be something that's going to be incredibly useful as we start sending more things out to the outer edges of the solar system, which initially isn't going to be much, but it's still useful to have. So, okay, so that's our little probe. Life support, obviously it's a probe, so we don't need life support. Communications, we have communications. Science. We don't need any resource scanners. We're not scanning any resources. I don't know. It's mostly just a... I've been holding back on the probe jokes this entire time. It's fair, it's fair. Okay. So how much does this weigh? This only weighs 1.3 tons. We could, in theory... Might we be able to send this up on an Odysseus 1A? Which is our least powerful launch vehicle. So... Oh yes, of course, we also need to add the decals. Obviously, the scale of the decals is going to be really small this time. So, 0.05. Doo-doo. Huh. Or actually, it might be better. Yeah, the decal there is probably better there than anywhere else. Because, like, actually, it'll have room to rotate that. Let's see, edgeware, no edgeware, scale. And then I need text. I need a name for this probe. We will need a name eventually, but 0.1 0.010. Set text. And then Emerald USAF. Cut off up. Let's see. There we go. And now we also just need another flag decal. Select flag. There we go. And we can actually make that one a bit bigger. So 0.15. There we go. Okay, so this is our Joule probe prototype. Let's say we got system heat, we got electrical. Actually, let's go to Joule. The coupler. Let's actually also add because I want this to aero brake. So adding like in a heat shield like that to allow it to aero brake would be wise. Wait, hold up. Because we have the Odysseus rocket, I feel like if we're going with like Odyssey themes, I guess we could just call it the Calypso probe. Let's see. Strut. Oh, does it not want to? Does not want to strut to there? Okay, there we go. Let's see. Strut connector. Huh. Let's see. There we go. Hold up. Sorry, it's very quiet right now. I'm intensely focusing. Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay. So the idea is that it aerobrakes. It does like a very light aerobraking around Joule, and then it comes in and actually, does a circularization and starts flying between various places. So, um, so let's go ahead and just, I mean, I've assembled this very nice looking space probe. Now it actually goes to see, if it actually works. So, and then we actually have to launch the dang thing, but it's only like up doink. Sure, we can set it around lathe just to see. Okay, we do actually have communications. Oh wait, no we don't. uh is this just too far out? Do we just not have the range? Um huh. New, hold up, I'm curious real quick. Let's just get a probe core, just any probe core. Communications. What's like the biggest antenna that is here? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. uh, well, oh, there goes my hat. Well, if we can't stream for almost 2 hours, I might want to stop the stream in a bit. But if we can't hello, a camel emoji. Welcome in. All right, I just want to see real quick. Does this? Oh wait, we do have communication. From what though is the question. Okay, so we actually have communication from this, from the Communicatron 888. Okay, so it's not too late to dress up. Thank you, Streamlabs OBS. Open. Joule Probe, let's delete that. Joule Probe prototype. So we had communications using what, this? Or actually, let's just open. Okay, well, in that case, I think it's probably just as simple as, hey, where's the stupid thing? Just as simple as that. As shrimple as that, as they say. Um... Yeah, and I guess we can keep the micro relay. Because, you know, having a relay out there would actually be, quite useful. Okay, retract antenna. Extend solar panel, extend radiator, extend antenna. Okay, let's see if this works. Because hopefully it does. Because that would be really nice. Yeah, just a quick stretch. Just a quick stretch. Uh, Doink. Okay. Well, actually, hold up. Let me go ahead. Kerbin? Yeah, just extend it out real quick. And then... I'm just extending it out around Lathe just for the sake. Okay. There we go. Whee! Okay, it does deplete up... Yeah, there we go. It does deplete the electric charge relatively quickly. But that does look cool. Yeah, that just sucks away the electric charge. That does look cool, though, I will say. Our little Jewel Explorer. I don't know, maybe we can add, Okay, so we know that works. That's good to know. Part... Maybe we can add different solar panels on? That give it, like, more electricity? Because that sucks away, electricity pretty quickly. How much do the Gigantors generate? 24 per second. 10 per second. 40 per second. Well, 40 per second is nearly double. So... Let's just see real quick. What would... Oh, those are the ones that we had before. Looks very nice. Looks very nice indeed, yes. Well, actually, if we're doing, if we're doing 40 a second, right? Which comes out to 80 meters per second on both. 80 meters per second, it's not delta V. 80 units of electrical charge per second. then I don't need something that's that big. Okay. Let's see. Let's rotate those out for a second. Yeah, okay. Hold up. I need to... In that case, I need to redesign this to make it look better, basically. I need to dramatically redesign this to make it look better. So... 0.313. Okay, maybe not that big. Let's 0.213. I don't know why I'm doing it this way, but huh? Excuse me? Okay, there we go. And then rigid attachment. Oh, these are not rigidly attached? Those need to be rigidly attached. Hold up, that's not on the right way. And you know what, this is good because it reduces the overall profile of the probe, so it's not as, like... you know. Also, I just realized with re-entry, right, is that even gonna... Am I gonna have to redesign this again? I am... Ugh. Why? Oh, wait, hold up. What am I doing? Let's see. Hold up, I have a better idea. Sorry if I'm, like, obsessing over this. I just... This is probably not very entertaining to watch, but... I don't know, if you bothered to leave it on in the background. You know what? Anyone who watches, I do appreciate, I will say, so... Okay. Here we go. Rigid attachment on. Yeah, that looks much better, I think. Let's see. Yippee. Okay. We can actually consolidate this down a bit more as well. Get rid of some unnecessary parts. Okay. Okay. Okay, there we go. Dual probe prototype. Toggle solar, extend solar panel. Actually, I should probably toggle that, and then that will be on a separate toggleable. Huh. Tracked radiator. Tracked antenna. Oh, I just realized the form factor for those, yeah. Will that even fit within the fairing? No, it won't. Not even close. Because it's a 2.5 meter. And that also interferes with that. Well, I guess I could also just like... Wait, open... Dual Pro prototype. Now, how much electric charge is that per minute? System heat is fine. Joule. Full charge in 1 minute? Okay. Or, you know what I could do? I just realized what I can do. How much does this weigh? 3 tons? It's a lot less than I thought it would be. Yeah, wait. It's you have to learn how to. Sorry, I'm hunkered down in the corner right over here. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, and then we can have that go back. Okay. You know what? That actually works, right? Because then we, that will go out like that. That'll go out like that. Okay, that actually works as intended. So that's our jewel probe prototype. Um, we could probably just strap some like RTGs on it and it'd be fine. But you know what? The solar panels look cooler. um, how long have I been going for? 2 hours. 2 hours. 24 minutes. Wow. Uh, that's a lot more time than I thought I'd be streaming for today. But just set orbit. Oh yeah, I forget. Uh, oh, I also just realized with these solar panels, with that, they're gonna glitch into one another. Uh, I know a way we can fix that, so. Okay, it's still... The electric charge still goes away, obviously, but it's like... If we keep it on low thrust, right? If we keep it on a low enough thrust setting, it's not, like, too terrible. Right? We're also not in the, direct sunlight. Okay, yeah, that still just eats fuel. You know what? I think that might just be a something that we need to just we can get around. We're gonna have to be careful about how we plan our maneuvers and whatnot. Gamewolfer's watch streak retrieve is currently on a 5-stream watch streak. That's a thing? I had no idea that that was a like a reward of some kind. Well, welcome in, Gam. The stream is probably gonna finish up in a little bit, but okay, ground, communications. Do we have robotics? Yeah, I do realize that I can just yeah, target. We retract those. Or extend. Uh... let's see. All good. How's it going? It's going okay. It's going okay. Let's see. Retract solar panel. And, hold up. Target extension. Okay. So, you know what? I think this is good enough. 23 meters a second in Kerbin. Okay. And then obviously when we extend out the solar panels, right? Jewel. Track. Remove from symmetry. Okay, I didn't mean to press that. But I guess these are removed from symmetry now. Wait, hold up. Extend radiator, extend antenna. Hold up. Toggle solar panel. Toggle solar panel. Hey, bear bark. Toggle radiator. Welcome back, Crimson. You're almost at the end of the stream. Toggle antenna. And I'm also just gonna add another, I'm also just gonna add another Xenon container to this. Oh, and of course it... I saw the New York video 29, and you did low-key miss the city. New York was fun to go to, I will say. Bear bark indeed. We can also increase the size of the, size of that. Okay. Let's see. Strut. Okay, wait. We're almost done for today. I think, yeah, we should be, as soon as I finish designing this, I'm gonna get off. Probably won't go to bed right away, but nah. Or, wait a second. Huh. Remove from symmetry. Almost done. Okay. All right, there we go. There's our Jewel Probe prototype. What was I gonna call it? The Calypso? The Calypso K Resort in Kissimmee, Florida. Cool. I don't know why that's what comes up. Calypso Jewel Probe. Let's call it the block one. Okay. So I guess next time, whenever that may be, we'll integrate this onto a launch vehicle, and we'll do a little bit more testing. I do want to test the heat shield out, but we'll integrate it onto a launch vehicle, and we will send it out to Joule. So, yeah, you know what? Thank you all for watching. I was quite happy about how today ended up. Oh yeah, I also forgot to shout out Little Warriors. Go follow him. But I guess. I don't know when my next stream will be. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow. I don't actually know. But we will see at some point in a little bit. I guess we're gonna raid Rain because he's playing For Honor. So, thank you all for watching. Thank you Gam, thank you Crimson, thank you James, thank you Camel, thank you Kara, Little Warriors, Norvern, Fig Pudding, and thank you both Kara and Little Warriors for the raid. And yeah, I will see y'all in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.